Hello everyone and welcome to So Many Games All the Time. My name is Joachim and today we'll be playing Volfyirion Guilds. Now as you can see, it's set up as a two-player game. I made the mats a little bit smaller, the play area, so the quality of the video is better, not as zoomed out. We do have the area here in the bottom right corner, as you can see, where I can show you the cards. So normally you can also play solo, then you'll be fighting these monsters, right? But just to show you how the base game works, I'll just do a two-player game. I guess you could say it is me against my schizophrenic self or whatever. So how do you set up the game? First of all, each player takes 3 cities, as you can see here, these 3 and these 3. It doesn't matter who has which cities, you just have a city of value 8. Well, defense 8, 9, and 10. 8, 9, and 10. Everybody also gets a guild vault. So, yeah. You place these. Doesn't matter in which order. Really has no effect on the gameplay. And then everybody also gets 8 prospectors, which are in these guys. Right? 8 prospectors. You also get 1 captain. And you also get 1 diviner. Okay, so basically everybody has 10 cards. You will shuffle them, right? Shuffle, 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 shuffle. And then the first player will draw 5. And apparently the first player is the player who last saw a dragon or something like that. I forgot. Basically just randomly choose. You draw 5, the first player. And you do have a mulligan. If you don't like your first 5 cards, you can put all of them back in the deck. You cannot keep some of them. Put all of them back, shuffle again, and draw 5 new ones. If you are second player, you will draw 6 cards. And as just like before, you also have a mulligan. Also, you have here the river, the offer of cards that you can buy. As first player, at the start of your first turn, you can choose 1 card to remove. As second player, you can choose to remove all of the cards and draw new ones. These 5 are available to buy. This one is not available to buy, but you do see which one is on the way. So that way, if you replace a card, you know it'll come out for sure. Helps you a little bit with planning, although there is a variant where you flip it back over. Here we have Volfyrion's lair, basically this guy, right? And what you need to know about Volfyirion here is that he has a defense. What you should know is he has a health, I guess, of 16. You can see it on the right here. Maybe it's very small for you guys, but it's 16. If you defeat Volfyirion, then his city, which is this card, will join your cities. And what's good about his city is it gives you 4 attack each round. Of course, at this moment, you don't know the value of that yet, but I'll get back to it. Another thing you can do with him is you can spend 8 influence, which you see at the top left corner here. If you spend 8 influence, you can put him on the city of your opponent. And then if your opponent on his or her turn doesn't spend 8 influence to send him back, the city will be destroyed. All right, so manipulating Volfyirion can be very powerful. So if you have 16 influence on your turn, and this guy is here, you can spend 8 to put him back, and then 8 to put him on a different city. It can be any city. It cannot be stopped. Okay, so that's Volfyirion. There are 2 cards here. They are called Wonders. Now this is a Wonder deck. There's a lot of them. I also added the expansion Shattered Isles, I think it was, Shattered something. So, and also the extra packs, the one that you could tear open, are also in there and here. So there's a bunch of them. So how does a wonder work? And I guess this is a good time to show you the anatomy of a card. So I'm going to remove these for a second. So in the top left corner, you see what kind of a card it is. So this is a wonder. It's like a fire thing. In the top right corner, this is the value, attack value you need to have to be able to buy the card. Basically, you conquer the wonder. This is the action that happens when you acquire this card. It basically means you immediately destroy another card. That card can be attached to your cities, it can be in your hand, and it can be in your discard. It cannot be in your deck, okay? But you choose a card and you throw it away. Be mindful of this, because if your discard pile is empty and your hand is really good, then this might have consequences, or here. But more about this later when I go over the icons. with some more detail. This means if anybody wants to stop your wonder, more about that later, they can spend 3 influence to basically seal it, so it means it's paused, you can't use it. At the bottom here you have an action that you can do on your turn. In this case it means destroy this card to get 1 money, 1 credit, and also destroy a building of another player. Anyway, this is what a wonder looks like. This is golden dust, right? You can get it by spending 3 attack. The start of the game, the 2 wonders here have to be 3 or lower. If it's higher, you put it back in the deck and draw a new one. This is another example. The top is completely the same. The bottom one here is, however, when this wonder is in play, it gives you 1 attack and 1 influence every round. If you decide to destroy it, you can destroy a card which is at a vault, which is here, but more about that later. So the iconography is important, but you do have a card here that helps you a little bit with it, although it doesn't explain it in detail, but I will do that very soon. So how does the game specifically work? Arguably, I should have started with that. So you draw 5 cards. So let's, for an example, do this now. So I have a captain, prospector, diviner, a prospector, and a prospector. It's actually the perfect draw because it allows me to show you everything. So one thing you can do is you do have the resources that you can use to put on the cards. It helps you remember what it is that you've spent, what you still have to spend, and so on. So here are the resources. I'm going to put them all in here. It's much easier that way. So for example, the captain, he has 3 attack, right? Once again, you don't have to do this. And 1 money, 1 credit. Prospector has 1, prospector has 1, prospector has 1. So they just provide currency. And then there's 3 influence for the diviner, and also 1 money. Now the cool thing is that you can use everything on a card. So for example, if you spend 3 attack of the captain, at the moment the only place where you can spend attack is to get a wonder. I was showing you those cards already. If you spend these, then you still have the currency that you can use, because all these cards produce it, and all these cards at the end of the round will go to the discard pile unless you decide to save a card. Now, to save a card, you simply take the money away and you put it in your guild vault. That means when it's your next turn, after the other player has played, this card will be added to the 5 that you draw. Because I mentioned the first time the first player draws 5 cards, second player 6 cards, but from then onwards, both players draw 5. The vault, however, allows you to save a card for your next turn and plan your turn better. And that can be very important if you, for example, want to move Volfyirion and need 8 influence. The diviner gives you 3, but you know, influence is pretty hard to come by in general. So at least in the beginning of the game, so that can be very useful for other stuff as well. But let's just say at the moment, we'll leave him here, right? Let's say we spend 3 attack to get a wonder. Then, for example, we'll take maybe Crystal Seed. It doesn't matter. We're not actually going to do it. So then you put Crystal Seed in your discard pile. So let's say my discard pile is, well, I guess it has to be, I'll put it here, my discard pile, and move it a bit more to the side. All right. And then it will come out later. Now what's special about a wonder is if it does come out later and you play it, it will get stuck in your playing field. So at the end of the turn, everything goes away except for a wonder. So I guess I'll put it this side because otherwise it interferes. But it would get stuck. That means you will always get this every round. That means that's why this crystal icon is here. The other player can spend 3 crystals, 3 influence to seal it, which means it gets placed horizontal and it no longer produces. But then you on your turn can spend 3 again to reactivate it. Okay. Right. So that's how wonders work. So I'll put it back. But let's say we did buy it, so the attack is gone. Right, it's been used up. Then we have the 3 influence. Now, normally you can use the influence to turn the wonder, right, to seal it, as I've said before, or you can save to try to get 8. But at this point, I mean, there's no saving. You need to get 8 on your turn. There's no way I can get 8, so that's useless. So the only thing I can use it for is I can spend 2 of those 3 to remove one of these cards and draw a new one. So basically you just spend 2 influence, you choose one of these cards, remove it, and this one comes out. So then I have only 1 left. There's nothing to do with that. So that's going to get discarded no matter what. So that's one way to use influence. The other way to use influence is, of course, like I already said, you get either, you can stop the wonder if the other person has 1 out, or you can use it to summon the Volfyirion. Now then you have the money. The money obviously is to buy cards. Now you can see I have 2, 4, 5, and these cards cost 3, 7, 3, 3, and 7. Okay, so the 7 ones, of course, are expensive. Almost no one can get, well, no one can get this in the beginning. Even if you have 6 cards, you only have 6 currency. So 7 basically will probably be removed by the players, right? So if this is my first turn, I will remove one of them and bring this one down because it's 3 and it's easier to buy. So let's take a look at what all these cards do. First of all, we have Double Game. So Double Game is a red card. Now there are 3 special colors, and they also are shown in the currency and in the resources: red, purple, and green. Okay, there will be no other special colored cards aside from the gray ones, but they have no real power or value or whatever. So this is where we're at right now. We have this card. So this is the type of card, which is a command card, and then it costs 3. This will give you 1 currency and 2 attack when you play it. If you have 2 of these cards on your playing field, or you have played it, then you can also do the bottom action, which in this case is remove a troop from your opponent's buildings. Okay, so pretty powerful, pretty good card. Another card is Attunement Study. Here we go. Now this one costs 3, and when you buy it, you immediately get 2 influence. And later on, when you play it, you get 3 influence. If you have a purple building or troop or whatever, you also get 2 attack. So it's pretty good as well, actually, especially if you want to go for that 8 influence. Then we have Henakor's Bless, which is 7, but you immediately get 4 influence, and when it comes out, you get 2 attack and 4 influence, which is super powerful. Also, if you have 2 purple buildings, you can draw a card. You can draw a wonder card because it has a little fire there. Top deck a wonder card, which is also pretty awesome. Okay, then we have Shattered Times, which also costs 7. This means that you can look at the top of your deck and then decide if you want to leave it there or put it in your discard. So that's a good idea, good way to get rid of a prospector card or whatever, or if you really need a special card to come out next round. When it comes out, you can do the Foresee ability again, and you can also draw a card. So basically, you can look at it and then draw it, or you can draw it first and then look at the next one, whatever way. You can destroy the card to get 7 money, basically get your money back. Now, even if you do the bottom action, you still can do the top action as well. So when a card gets removed, it still produces. Okay, also important. And then we have a troop. It's a Quom Disruptor. You can see it's a troop because of the helmet. Costs 3. When you buy it, you have to destroy a card. It is 3. It has 3 defense. When it gets destroyed, when you destroy it, you get 2 influence. Now, this shield is important because when you play a troop, you will put it on your city. And you can see on the city, it has space for a troop, which you can put here, and space for a building. And this city in particular has 10 defense, but then with the Quom Disruptor on top of it, it becomes 13 defense. So that's basically how you keep your cities alive longer, although the defense doesn't matter if Volfyirion is on top of it. It'll just destroy everything. So it's just to protect yourself from the troops of the other player. Well, not the troops, but the attack value of the other player. And then I can talk about the top one, although I'm not going to take it off because then you'll see the next card. This one will produce 2 money, 2 influence, and also lets you top deck for only 3, which is really powerful. So basically, when you then buy the card, they also go to your discard pile, just like before. All right, that's how that works. And then any resources that are left at the end of your turn, they are discarded. Any cards that you haven't used are also discarded. Okay, so in this case, many cards that you buy will automatically cull your deck, which is pretty good. So the only way that you can win the game is when you destroy all the cities. There is still a number of things that I haven't talked about. First thing is the guild vault. Now, I already said you can store a card there for next round. That is very much true, and only a command card. You can see it has to be one of those. You cannot put a troop there. You cannot put a building there. No, only a command card. So there's also another line here. That means if one of your cities gets destroyed and you only have 2 left, then you have an extra power here. You can spend 4 currency, 4 money, to get 1 attack, and then 4 to get 1 influence. You can do that multiple times. If you only have 1 city left, then the guild vault will produce 1 attack and 1 influence every round. So even though you lose cities, you kind of get a little bit of a push in the back, a little bit of help to, try and survive. All right, so let's take a look at the turn structure here. All right, and I'll also put the icons next to it. So, beginning of the turn phase, retrieve the card from your vault. So in the beginning, the card will come back. Then resolve agent. There are agents, they are not here now, but I'll explain it when it comes out. An agent basically will, when you use an agent, you put it on one of the cards that are here. An agent also has a shield value. So for example, let's say this was an agent, he has 3. You could put it on a card that has 3 or less. Then when your turn ends and it's the other player's turn, if they do not remove the agent and it's back to you, then you can simply take the agent off and get the card. Basically, you're sending someone to recruit, you're reserving a card, right, that nobody else can take. That's basically what you're doing. All right, so then if there's an agent, you resolve it. The main phase, so there's a lot of actions as you can see, but many of them we've already spoken about. Play an agent, so once again, you put it on a card and you reserve it, for later. Actually, let's see if we can find one over here, because I do want to show you an agent. Dun, 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 dun. Here. For example, this is an agent. As you can see, it has a value of 3, and when you buy it, you can immediately top deck a wonder, which is awesome. So you put this one on a 3, and if the other person wants to stop you, they simply need 3 attack. They will basically remove the agent, and it goes to your discard pile. Okay, as simple as that. So next up is gain points from a card. So you basically get the stuff from a card. Then acquire an asset card. These are asset cards, so you buy it and you acquire it and do what it says. Redeploy a troop card. That means you just put a troop card in one of your cities. Simple as that. Then attack a city. You spend the attack value that you have to attack one of the cities. Attack an agent card. If your opponent has an agent, you can remove it. But if you have enough power anyway, attack. Acquire a wonder card. Once again, you also use your attack to get a wonder card. Defeat Volfyirion. You need 16 attack to defeat Volfyirion, which is a lot. Unseal a wonder. Once again, 3 influence to either seal a wonder, so your opponent can no longer use it, or unseal yours if your opponent sealed it earlier. All right. Then you also have pay 2 influence to replace a card in the asset row. So the card goes to the discard pile, the new one comes out. 2 influence. Move Volfyirion. You require 8 influence to put it on one of the cities. Then activate a secondary ability. That is the bottom, as you see on the cards. Here, these cards do not have that. If you have enough of these cards either in your troops, buildings, or in your play area, then it gets activated. And then store a command card in your vault, which is the last one. All right, now we'll go over the icons. You have remove a card. That means you remove a card from either your cities, your play area, your discard pile, and it's removed from the game, not from your deck. Remove a card from a vault. That means you'll be removing it probably from your opponent's vault, but can be your own as well, and you remove it from the game. Remove a wonder and remove a building and remove a troop. Basically, you remove whichever you want, wherever it is, and it's removed from the game. Draw a card, which means you top deck your own deck, right? Move Volfyirion, that's what this means. You already know that. Put it on either remove it from your city or put it on their cities. Remove this card, remove from the game. Cannot be removed. There's a card in here, I mean, probably more than one, that you actually put in somebody else's deck, and then they often cannot be removed. So they just clog their deck because those cards are they're just useless. Remove troop is foresee the house deck top card. So once again, you can look at the top and then discard it or keep it on the top. Draw the wonder deck top card. We already spoke about that. And here, sneak it in the opponent's discard pile. It's not much of a sneak because they can't stop you. You just put it in the discard pile, and from now on, their deck will be clogged. So that's the main phase and the icons. At the end of the turn, all unspent points are lost. Refill asset row and Volfyirion is there. And then you draw again, and whoever manages to destroy the other person's cities first wins. Let's start the game. This is my first, this is a hand that I drew, okay? So we have the 3, and then we have the 5 here. Once again, you don't need to use these if you have a good memory. I'm just doing it now for the first time, but in the future, I will only use it in certain cases. You will see in this playthrough. So my captain, I'm going to immediately spend 3 attack. And it's going to be my discard pile, and I'm going to get this one, the crystal seed. Now the crystal seed will give me this every round. I already spoke about this, so I'm going to move this. The crystal seed will give me that every round, but also because I just bought it, I have to destroy a card. Now I'm going to destroy my prospector, but I still get the money he provided, so he's out of the game. Completely gone. This one will be my discard pile over here. So if I had more attack, I could actually get a new wonder if I wanted to, but it's not replenished. Remember, it's only replenished at the end of my turn, not immediately. So then my eye falls upon the asset row, and I can remove 1 card, and the card I will remove is Shattered Times. I'll put it I'll put it over there, and then Quom Cyclopedia comes out, and then Smaller Baronage is the next card that will come out. So I like the Quom Cyclopedia because you get 2 coins and 2 influence every round, and you can check your deck for your next card. I like that a lot, but it doesn't have a bottom action. So, and I have 5, so I can only buy 1 card. But I could actually remove something and then get Smaller Baronage. Smaller Baronage gives me 1 coin, 2 attack, and 2 influence, but after I use it, it goes to the discard pile of my opponent. And when I buy it, it gives me 1 attack. So I'm not going to do that just yet. I think I'm going to go for double game because I like the attack and I like wonders. So that is, although, you know what? No, I'm going to go for Attunement Study because that gives me 3 influence, and I kind of want to move Volfyirion. So I spend 3. Actually, I'm going to use the one from the captain and the one that was removed on the prospector. So that's 3. So Attunement Study will go here. So these 2 can also go away already because they've been used. And I still have 1 prospector and 1 diviner. I could replace 1 with this one, but I'm not going to. I am going to save my diviner for next round. Because it's a command card, it's allowed, and the prospector will just go to the discard pile. That is the end of my turn, and then it is the turn for the AI. So I get a prospector, diviner, and prospector. So if they, before we continue, we will also check what comes out. The new wonder is this. It is a sharp needle. So you lose a card when you buy it, and you can destroy it to destroy a troop. So basically it's an attacking card to destroy someone else's troop if they have deployed one. And the Smaller Baronage comes out. I already talked about the card. You can see it costs 4, has 1 attack, gives you 1 attack when you get it, and it has 1 coin, 2 attack, 2 influence, and it will go into the opponent's deck when bought. Assassin's Guild here is 5. You get 1 and 1 attack. But if you have a red card, it gives you 1 attack and 1 influence. Pretty nice. So actually they have 5 cards. They're supposed to have 6 because they're, and then the captain comes out. So they have absolutely no reason to reshuffle because they have all their special cards out as well. So first of all, they will get golden dust, I believe. Although, for instance, the cards there, they're not really useful. So I think they, yeah, I don't know, because defeating a troop, no one has any troops yet. I don't think I just bought any, right? No. So nobody has any troops yet. Although, yeah, you know what? They will buy Sharp Needle simply because they are going to buy a troop, and just for fun. And then that way the other person cannot get it. So these 3 are spent. Okay, so we still have 6 money and 3 influence. So they will buy the Quom Disruptor. Oh, and this means I have to destroy one. So now I use the coin. So this one is destroyed, and this coin comes in place to remember I still had one. So I get the Quom Disruptor. So once again, this is this troop, which will give me 3 defense when I deploy it, but I have to destroy I can destroy a vault card by buying it. And it's pretty awesome because me as original player didn't realize, but that means that I can destroy the vault card of somebody else. That means the diviner is destroyed, which means they suddenly do not have any way of getting influence. All the influence is gone now, but they did buy that influence, so it is what it is. Or I did anyway. Okay, so that's been bought. So that's 3 that's been spent. So let's say we spend this and these 2 guys, so we discarded. This is what's left, 1, 2, 3. So they're also going to go for the either double game or Quom Cyclopedia. They will go for double game attack. So everything here is spent. They still have some influence, which we're not going to use. So they're all going to be discarded. Then we refresh. So Assassin's Guild, as you see here. So 1 money, 1 attack, and then if there's a red one, you get that as a bonus. And then we also have Operator, which is the first agent. You get 1 money back when you get it, and he has a defense of 5, so you can get a pretty high card for him. All right, and then the next wonder that comes out is this one. Thurable, costs 6 attack, but if you destroy it, you get 6 attack. So, you know, it could be good way to destroy a city, honestly. All right, so my turn. I draw 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Of course, 5 prospectors. I knew this was coming. And so now I have 5 to spend. I like the Operator, especially because I get money back. I don't have any influence now. That's a problem. I mean, I have 1 card. I have a purple card though, but I don't have enough money for this. If I buy this, I get 1 back, right? So basically it costs 2. So I have 3 left. So yeah, so I'll buy the Operator for 3. So these 3 guys are gone. But because I bought it, I get the coin. So I still have 3. And then with those 3, I'll get the Quom Cyclopedia because it basically replaces the influence that I lost. So that's gone. These guys are gone. This is all gone. And then 2 cards come out. The Observatory, which costs 4 and allows you to top deck. Well, no, to look at your top deck and discard or keep it there. 2 influence, and if you have a purple, another influence. That combo is good with what I just bought. And then here, a New Agreement. Costs 2 and produces 2 money and 1 influence every round. Also not too shabby. And then we go to the... I'd say the AI, but it's actually just me as well. So it's also 4 prospectors, but then they can shuffle and draw a new one, which is, of course, what we're going to do. And it was pretty cool that they were able to immediately knock out the diviner, honestly. All right, so you can see the turns go pretty fast, especially if you can imagine that normally the player is ready, they already shuffled and all that kind of stuff. So it's pretty swift, all these turns. a Quorum Disruptor has come out, and that's a troop. So they will play the Quorum Disruptor here, and at any time they can destroy it to get 2 influence, which is pretty interesting. And then they still have 4 money. You have the new agreement, which is interesting. The observatory is interesting. I think they'll go for the observatory. Yeah, they go for the observatory, so they spend all 4. These are all discarded. And the new so the observatory here, once again, you get 2, and then this. But now they can also look at the top of the deck and decide if they want to keep the card or not. And the card is a prospector. They say, no, we want the more special ones. We'll just discard that one. Thank you very much. That's their turn. So the affiliate bank comes out. This building gives you 1, but if you have 2 of them, you get another one and you draw a card, but it costs 6. It's pretty expensive. All right, now I get to shuffle my cards because I ran out of cards. And in a way, you can feel that sometimes like it's going to take a while before you can actually damage someone. But on the other hand, like this card gives you 6 attack, pretty easy. And if you, with a little bit of luck, if you buy enough influence, you can move Volfyirion quite quickly, I feel. So 2, 3, 4, 5. And I think both players should probably use their Vault more to, really prepare for this. Now, once again, I don't have my Diviner anymore, but if I did, with the Attunement Study, that would have been pretty awesome. All right, so I do have an agent. I can place this. He has a value of 5. So I can place it on a card and basically reserve it for myself. And I'm going to do that on the Assassin's Guild. That way, next turn, if they don't stop him, I get the Assassin's Guild for free. So aside from that, I only have 3 currency and 3 attack. I could get Golden Dust, but that just allows me to destroy a building. So it's not crazy good. But then what else am I going to do with my attack? I can attack a troop, actually. I can take him out. But what does it do then if I attack a troop? Does that mean that he's completely destroyed? Can I attack a single troop card, actually? I don't think I can attack a single troop card, right? I guess, no, I can't. So it's just part of the city. If you attack a city, however, that's kind of tricky. I didn't explain that in the rules earlier. But if I want to attack this city, I first have to do 11 damage, then the troop is gone, then I have to attack again for 8 damage to remove the city. So attacking a city, you really need a lot of... it's a way of removing the troop, obviously, but it's not easy, and that's why troops are pretty valuable to put there. Okay, so basically, what am I going to do then? I will take Golden Dust because I might as well use it. So then I have 1 left from where the captain was. So I have 3. I will spend 2 to get the new agreement. And it doesn't have any effect. Oh, and Golden Dust made me destroy a Prospector, actually. Yep. Well, any card, but I choose Prospector. And then those 2 I spend for a new agreement. So then I have these 2 left. I will keep Attunement Studies for later. Hopefully I can, and this is discarded. Hopefully I can use it to attack. And an Operative comes out, which is an agent. If you get it, you can look at the deck, and it has a defense value of 4. And the new wonder that comes out is Dematerialization. Costs 4, this one, to flip, not 3. And if you have 5 attack, you can destroy a card. Okay, so remove a card, basically. But that is just one of your own. It is not from other people. So it's just to call your deck, basically. So this goes here. And then it is the other player's turn. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this has red and purple. There's 1 purple there. Sadly, this one does not count itself. If there had been another red, the bottom one would have applied. Okay, so this is getting quite interesting at the moment because they have 5 attack. And of course, 5 attack, they're not going to go over there because if they had 6, then it would have been The Thurible would have been very interesting, but they don't. They only have 5. They're going to use it to destroy the operator because they don't want me to get the Assassin's Guild. So the operator is dead, removed from the game, if I'm not mistaken. It is put in the discard pile. Sorry, not dead. It's just removed. So what else can they do? So I'm going to remove these 2 and put 2 coins out to help me remember. So now I have 3, 4, 5 currency and 3 influence. I could go up to 5 influence if I would destroy the Quorum Disruptor, but I'm not going to. So I have 5. I'm just going to go ahead and get the Assassin's Guild because it's a red card and that could combo with the other one. So they buy the Assassin's Guild. That's done. So all these have spent their money. The Diviner still has 3 influence, but that will not... Oh wait, does anything happen with the Assassin's Guild? Anything destroyed? No, nothing destroyed. Okay. And then the Diviner will just go to the discard pile because they... I guess you could... Actually, the Diviner will use its influence, 2 of it, to get rid of the operative. Because this is way easier for me to buy, so they want to get this cheap cards out of the way. So this one comes out. And then it's my turn now. So Hennacor's Bless comes out. So this is very expensive for me and more annoying. Alright, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now I want to check if I made a mistake. No, because I was thinking no wonders have come out yet, but now there is a crystal seed here. So the crystal seed will get stuck. Problem is with my setup now, it's a little bit more annoying to put it there. So yeah, let me just double check the camera. Three, 2, 1. Okay, so I'll just leave it here. It'll be easier to check, right? So this gives me 1 attack and 1 influence, which is interesting. I will put it on here because this one will not get discarded. Once again, if they want to stop my wonder, they have to spend 3 influence and then I flip it horizontally and then it will no longer produce. Okay, so this is what I have at the moment. And the Attunement Study as well. So I have 5 influence, 6 influence. Sadly, it is not yet enough to activate that guy over there. I do have 1 attack, but that's it. If I had another purple card, I would have had 3 attack and would have been able to get dematerialization, but I do not. So that's too bad. Money-wise, I have 1, 2, 3, 5. So that's good. And Quorum Cyclopedia allows me to look at my deck. I'm going to check. It is a Prospector, so he will be discarded. All right. So that's been that action has been done. I can't get rid of cards because I have 5 influence, so that's a 6 influence. So that's pretty good. I can actually get rid of 3 cards, and I have 1, 2, 3, 5 to spend. So I'm gonna get rid of Hennacor's Bless. Attunement Study comes out, which I like a lot. And then Levy Program, which I also like, comes out. So I'm gonna spend these 3 guys to get another Attunement Study. Then I'm going to... So I spent 2 influence already. Let's say it came from Attunement Study, so there's 1 left. Then I spent another 2 to get rid of Shattered Times and put Levy Program down. Oh, and Attunement Study actually gave me another 2 because it came down. So those 2 that I just used came from Attunement Study. So I still have 1 here, actually. So I want Levy Program, so I use this. So I only have 1 left. And that's it. Oh, Levy Program, by the way, is this. So pretty nice. You get this every round and it only costs 1. So the other 2 will just go away. Even though I have some stuff left, I don't have enough to actually buy anything, and I don't want to get more stuff out for them. So everything else is discarded, except for the Wonder, that stays. And then the Scout comes out. This is a Scout. It's a troop, you can have foresight or foresee when it comes out, and he only has 1 defense though. But when you destroy him, you get 2 attack. So he can help in a charge, and then intelligence nets. So 5, you can foresee, 1 attack, 2 influence, and if it's a red card, 2 attack as well. All right, so that's that. Their turn. So they only have 1 card. So Sharp Needle comes out, which will also get stuck. That means if I ever bring out a troop, they can immediately neutralize it. But then again, I can spend 3 influence to flip it on its side. Or if I somehow find the way to remove a wonder, I can use that as well. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, too bad. I was hoping for a combo with the 2 red cards, but that did not happen. So at the moment I have, oh, it's only supposed to be 4. So the captain came out last. So, okay, I'm going to reshuffle this because otherwise it's cheating because the Sharp Needle already came out. So in that case, I have only 1 attack. So what I'm going to do, I don't want to use Assassin's Guild. I'm going to save him there. So this is what I'm going to be working with. Only 3 cards. And that way, Sharp Needle wasn't that good, to be honest, for this round anyway. So 3 influence and 3 bucks. They could get a scout, which would help with the attack. And I think that's what they're going to do. They're going to spend 2, which will be the both prospectors. They'll get a scout. Remember, you can destroy him to get 2 attack. So go to the discard pile together with the prospectors. I'll put their deck somewhere more to the side. Discard pile is here. And then there's only thing is left is a diviner who has 1 and 3. I don't want to do anything here. So he's just going to go away as well. All right, that's it. So the new card that comes out is Personal Hook. Here we go. So 1 attack, 1 influence. And then if it's a purple one, you get 2 influence and foresee. So Personal Hook goes here, obviously. And then it's my turn. First card is a prospector. And then I get 4 more. And once again, the Crystal Seed now basically functions as a 6th card. So actually, sorry, the Diviner uses its 3 influence to shut this down. Obviously, it would be silly not to. Yeah. So. Here we go. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes. Now, when it's my turn, I can actually unseal this, right? And then I can still get what it offers. Because it says in the main phase, you can get points from a card. So I can first unseal it, and then you get points from a card and get it anyway. But I cannot, actually, because I have 2 influence here, but no influence here. However, I will put this one into play, Golden Dust, so it is there now. But it doesn't really give me anything. I can destroy it to destroy a building, but there's no building there. So if they... Oh, actually, the Assassin's Guild is here, which is not allowed. It's a building. You're not supposed to build a building there. So, yeah, in that case, the Assassin Guilds should have been placed, let's say, here. Because that would be the most obvious way to do it, even though what it produced was not used by them. But let's just continue like this. And then Golden Dust is here. So then I can destroy Golden Dust, get 1 coin for that, and destroy the Assassin's Guild. Boom. So yeah, that would be a nice example of how that would go. So now I have 1, 2, 3, 5, 6 currency to spend. I cannot refresh this because I don't have enough influence, and there's no way for me to get influence here either. I can replace a card though, so I will replace another Hennacor's Bless and bring the operator down. So that's 2 done. This has been spent. And the operator is pretty nice because it gives money back, and once again you can put it on people. But Intelligence Net is also nice because it gives you 1 attack and 2 influence. Also Personal Hook is also nice. But I think I'm gonna go for, do I have 6? I have 6. I'm going to go for the affiliate bank. It is a building, but it will give me money, and give me money for 2 of that color. And I already have, I think, 2 of those as it is. So I'm going to spend 6, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, and get the bank, and that is also the end of my turn. But I can also use the Quom Cyclopedia and check the top card of my deck and see if I want to discard it or not. It's a prospector, so I will discard it. Okay, so then the observatory comes out. We've had that before. It gives 2 influence. All right. And then the levy program is next, which is only 1, which is interesting. Okay, then 5 cards. Prospector, 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 double game, and prospector. Of course, double game. That one I could save to try to get the, could have tried to get the building then later. Well, actually, no, the building's gone. If it was there, then this would have triggered because I'd have a purple and a red, but sadly it is gone. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 money and 2 attack, no influence whatsoever. So I do have 5 money, so I should probably buy something. I have no influence, so can't really use that. So with the 5 that I have, I will get intelligence net. I can get 2, I get an operator and personal hook. I'll get an observatory for 2 influence. Yes, it's another building. Observatory for 2, yeah, so 4. So I'm getting all these 4, and then the double game will be put in the vault. And then also I can top deck thanks to the observatory, and it is another prospector, so it goes into the discard pile. All right, so a new card comes out. That's a levy program, which is only 1, right? And then the next one comes out, which is really nice but really expensive. Oh, sorry, I can't even look at that card. I'm not supposed to show you yet. It's massive attack, but it has 4 attack and 2 influence, but it costs 8. All right, 5 cards. Here we go. Prospector, prospector, levy program, operator, and attunement study. So I want to save attunement study so I can get some more influence later. I'm not going to use the influence now anyway. So that's here. Then I have an operator, which I can put on something. It's 5. So I'm going to put it on intelligence net, and hopefully I'll be able to buy it next round. So what I have left then is 3 cash and 1 attack. Now attack can go up to 2 attack, but it's useless. I can actually use attunement study to activate crystal seed. That would give me 3 attack for dematerializator, but I don't really like that one, so I don't really want to do that actually. But I am going to use attunement study actually to reactivate this. So at least I can use it next time. I can use it now, right now, but it doesn't give me anything specific that I want. So I have 3 to spend, and I do spend it. Spend 2 of it. I'm going to save this for next round. Spend 2 of it on personal hook. This one. All right. So these 3 go away. Done. And yeah, that is my turn. Massive attack. I can show you now. Comes out. You can see if it's 2 other red cards, you destroy a troop and a building. Now, not a lot of cards are being destroyed. So I'm thinking actually Dematerializator is actually good to get rid of all those regular guys. All right, so 1 captain and observatory, and we also get double game back, but they get 3 more cards. At the moment they already have 5 attack. This is pretty interesting. If they can get 3 more attacks somehow, I don't know if they have it in here though, but 5 attack, it's pretty significant. They also have 2 influence, but potential 4 if they kill the Quom Disruptor. So 3. So 2, 3, 4, and then 1 more. Just a prospector. Too bad. But the smaller Baronage, if you buy it, it gives you 1 attack. So they could go up to 6 attack. But they're not going to do that. What they're going to do is they're just going to spend their 5 attack to kill the operator. No, they're not. They are not going to do that. They're going to spend 1, 2, 3, 4. you're going to spend 4 to get smaller baronage, which if you use it, it goes to the other player, but it gives you 1 attack. So that's 1 attack, 1 attack, plus 2 plus 3 is 6. So they're going to get Thurable. If you destroy Thurable, you get 6 attack, but that's basically a given to attack somebody else. So double game is gone, and the captain is gone. And the only thing that's left is Observatory, which is a building, and that is being built in Irdesh. So from now on, every round they'll get 2 influence, which they are not. They will use the influence now. Get rid of Levy Program because it's too cheap. And then this one comes out, of course, the Quom Market, which is also a building. 1/1. Yeah, really good. All right, and then we reset anyway. Here is a Dragon Ritual, 8, but you can move Volfyirion. That is crazy. And 2 purple ones, you get 3. And a new Wonder, which is this one, Quom Lens. So you get 1 every round. You destroy, you get 2 more. So yeah, that's pretty good. And you need only 2 attack, so it's pretty easy to get. Okay, my turn. So I already have the Levy Program, so I get 5 more cards. So 1, Attunement Study, New Agreement, Captain. So I get 2 more. I already have 5 influence. Oh, could I get another Attunement Study? That would allow me to put Volfyirion on Irdesh and potentially destroy all that stuff over there. So I guess it'd probably be better to put the Observatory somewhere else and not put them all grouped together. Ooh, and I put the Operator out last turn. So, wait, first 3, 4, 5. Oh, wait. This is actually really good. Okay, so normally when you play, these cards are in your hand and you play them 1 by 1, right? But here, I get this. And the Operator goes, and the Intelligence Net, both of them, I acquire them. So I get to do the top deck thing here, and I go to my discard. And top deck is Prospector, which of course will be discarded. Okay. So I'm excited because this is wrong actually. Because it is 1, 4, 5, 6. But if I have a purple one, so normally if I play normally, right, I could do like, okay, I play this, so I get 1 attack and 1 of this, right? This goes, and I play this one, so this triggers, so, or the other way around, let's say it's the other way around, I guess. So you get 3, and then because of this one, he also gets 2 more because of the bottom action. So I'll put it here so you guys can see it better. By playing this one first, then I play this one because this one is here, this triggers. So now suddenly I have a ton of influence, and I also can check the top. This does not apply because, this actually does apply, because if I play New Agreement first, and then this, I also get 2 attack. On top of the 2 currency. Wow, that's so much. On top of the 2 currency and the 1 influence. So I'll put the 1 influence here and the 2 currency there as well. And then discard those cards so it's not too confusing. But these 3 cards gave me so much. Because it's 1 influence, 4 influence, 6 influence, 7 influence. So 2, 4, 6, 7. 7 influence by itself. And then we have 2 attack. I don't know why this is here. And this is a 3rd attack. And also 2 currency, just from these cards. So these cards go away, discarded. And then what we have left is these ones, which is equally bananas. Because I have 3 attack, 4 attack because of here. This is now 8 influence. I will immediately spend these 8 to send our good friend Volfyirion to Irdesh. If he is not removed at the end of their turn, Irdesh is gone. Then I already have 4 attack from here, so the Crystal Seed is spent. Alright? and the other attack came from these cards. This one will give me 1 currency and 1 attack. So I'm already at 5 and I have 3 currency. This one will give me 3 attack. 5, 6, 7, 8. 2, 4, 6, 8. Then I will destroy this card to get 9. You see where this is headed, right? So the captain has 1. And then all these 9 is spent to attack Vailea and is destroyed. So he's now down 1 city. Prospector gets me 1 more. But do I need it? Maybe I can save it for next. Yeah, I want the Quone Market. So I get the Quone Market for 5. And that is the end of my turn. A huge, humongous turn. Oh, and I said I'll destroy that card. So this card has to, of course, be destroyed. The levy program. I'll show it to you again. Destroy the card, get 1 extra. Okay? So they do produce, and if you destroy it, you get it again. So, boom. That was crazy. 2 cards come out. We have Portals Study for 4. So if you have a red one, you get all this. So you just need to combine it with a red, and then it is really nice. And then we also have Lance Training. You get 1 attack, and then 2, and then red another 2. So acquiring it alone gives you 1, and if it comes out later, can get you a potential 4, which is also really nice. All right, their turn. They are quaking and shivering in their boots. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh wow! And then they have this really shitty hand. Just look at that. Yeah, that's horrible. They will lose that city for sure. But now the Guild Vault comes into action. So they could spend 4 to get 1 attack or 1 influence. But even then, it doesn't bring them anything. So they're just going to put the Scout in Kier to try to defend that a little bit. And they're going to go anyway. So we could destroy the troop to get 2 influence. And you get 2 influence from the observatory anyway, but that's 4 influence. And this triggers this actually, so it's 5 influence. But it's still not enough to get to 8. So they're going to spend 3 influence of all that to turn this off, at least. And then they have 4 to buy something. So they will get the Lance Training, because it's really... it's attacking, right? And then 1 prospector will be saved for next round. Okay, and then Volfyirion destroys this place. These are all dead. And now there are 2 cities destroyed. Then it's my turn. And of course it's going to be difficult to destroy this now because it's up to 12. But it's going to have to be with Volfyirion. I have the Affiliate Bank, Prospector, Attunement Study, Prospector, and Prospector. So the Affiliate Bank will be built. I'll put it in Alantar. So that will give me 1 already. I will use Attunement Study, or I'll save it because I want to move Volfyirion. I'll save it. I'm not going to refresh this. And then I get 3. Oh, I have to refresh this actually. This guy came out, the Quamvoyant, which is a troop, 5 defense. And you can top deck a wonder card if you have 2 purple banners in your kingdom. Alright, so I have 3 plus 1 is 4. I think it will be another operator. Yeah, another operator. We like an operator. So the operator, so that costs 3, but you get 1 back. So I technically have 2 left, but I can't use that for anything. Unless I have, no. I mean, I could have lowered this 2 here, but then I spend my Attunement Study and I don't want that because I want to kill that guy. All right. New agreement comes out. We've seen this one before. Okay, so 2 cards, Diviner and Observatory, which is pretty neat. That's 5 and just 5. If another one comes out, it can go up to 6. So there's a chance, I think, that they might be able to get 8. and that will be a blow as well. But they already have, actually, because they only have one city left, the vault gives them this already. So they already have 6 influence, potential 7, depending on what comes out. So let's see. No purple, no purple, no purple. But, very important, the Wonder is here, and the Captain is here. So, what are they going to do? They will destroy the Thurible. Thurible is gone, and they get 6 attack. Plus 3 is 9. And then they get 1 here, which is 10. And yep, you guessed it. Atlantar with the affiliate bank is destroyed. So, also gone. And this is also gone. And then the Captain is used. So, I'll put a coin in its place. And now what they have left is 6 influence, which they can't really use. They can change it though. No, they cannot change it. So they have 6 influence. And they also have 3 money. So they will get new agreements. Okay, for 2. So it's this one and the Prospector. Boom. And yeah, then there's they have oh, and there's Prospector here actually, so they have actually 1 more. So it was actually 2. They actually had 4. No, it's okay. Yeah, that's it. They're not going to use anything else. They're going to observatory gets built, of course. Yeah, it gets built, and the Diviner will be kept for next round. So hopefully they'll get enough then to use it. The Great Deal comes out. So here, 2 and 2. Pretty good, but it's 7, so it's really expensive. My turn. So hopefully I can kill them before they can kill me. So I have the Quom Cyclopedia, which gives me 2 influence. And a 2-man study already is 3 influence, so that's 5 influence. Yeah, but yeah, it's going to be difficult. It's going to be difficult because I have a lot of cards now. So getting the stuff out that I need. Although I can, of course, pay to get 1 extra influence. Or maybe 2, depending on how much money I have. Or I can buy the Clairvoyant. If you have 6, you get 3 influence. Let's see, 2. Operator, not what I wanted. 4, Prospector, 5, Quom Market. Okay, Quom Market is okay, because I can build that here. And that will give me 1 money and 1 influence. Quom Market. The Quom Encyclopedia. Okay, first I'm going to check my top card. It's Attunement Study. It's actually what I need. But, of course, I won't discard it. I'll leave it there. But I have no way to draw it. So, also here, nothing to buy. Okay, so then I have 2, 3, 4, 5. 5. So 1, 3, 4, 5. Not exactly what I want either. There's no way for me to get him, is it? 1, 3, 6. And I can spend 1 and I have 7. And I don't have enough money to buy the Clairvoyant. Oh, it's so close. So close, but no cigar. Yeah, I don't see a way. I'm just going to put Attunement Study back for next round. And then I have 2, 4, 5. I will use the 2 here to get rid of Dragon Ritual and bring down Infiltrator, this guy. And that's the guy that I'm going to buy with my... Actually, no, because I have an Operator as well that I can put, which is 5. So I'll book the Infiltrator. I still have 5. I'll just get the Portal Study. Somebody has to buy it, right? So that's 4. So that's these guys. Actually, yeah. 1 is not used technically, but whatever. All right. So let's see. Oh, actually, I could have refreshed. I'm not going to refresh this. No. Well, could I have? Oh, I brought it. I should not have brought it down. I should have refreshed this. But yeah, too late now. Okay, 5, 1. Remember, they already have 2 influence. 2, 3. Oh, so bad. 4 and 5. Okay, now this is interesting because both of these, the bottom things, can get triggered because there's a red one already and there's a purple one as well. So basically, this one is red, so this happens. So that's 4 attack for lance training. 4 attack already. Okay, for this one. This one gives 2. And this happens, but there's no troops to kill, so sadly this has no effect. Then there is 2. Oh, and also 1 attack. They only have 1 city, so they get 1 attack and 1 influence. And 2 influence from there. And if they want, they can destroy this scout to get more attack. So they have 2, 4, 6, 7. They destroy this guy to get 2 attack, which brings them 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, which is more than enough. Well, it's enough to kill my city here. This building is gone, the market. So now I'm down to 1 city as well. So they have 3, 1 from there, 2 from there, and they still have their diviner as well. This guy has 1 money, but it's been used. This one has been used. So this is what's left. So they have 3 influence here. This one was not triggered because there was not a purple card. So it's just 2, right? So 3, and then plus 3 is 6, but that's not enough. Plus 4 could be 7, but it's once again not enough. So they have 1, 2, 3, 4, potential 5. Oh, and this one comes out, the operative actually. Operative. So, potential 5. Yeah, that's not what I wanted. So this one will go back. So they have 4 to spend and 3 influence. No, even if I had refreshed this, they would have knocked it out again. So 4. Well, I guess I'll just get the operative. Yeah, for 2, and then everybody else gets discarded anyway. And that means I can top deck, so it is a smaller baronage. They will stay, of course, because it's going to be 2 plus 2 is 4 plus 3 is 7. So they are going to have a really good turn unless I can finish them off now. Here's the shock troop, which is also pretty good because if you destroy it, you get to destroy a wonder. Okay, so I only have 1 left, 1 city, so I get 1 and 1. Okay, so attunement study, that's 7 influence. New agreement, okay. Operator, intelligence net, and captain. It's pretty good. That is pretty good. All right, so let's first see how much influence I have. So I have 1. 3 is 4. This gets triggered because of these ones. So I have 2 attack as well. This one gets triggered as well because of... No, there's no red card. So it doesn't get triggered. So I won't do this yet. I'll do this one. This one gets triggered as well because let's say we played new agreement first and then both of them trigger off new agreement. So that's also 2 attack. All right. This one also has 3 influence. There we go. This one has 1 influence and 2 money. This one has 2 influence and 1 attack. I'll put it here. And this one has 1 money and 3 attack. I think he's dead. I don't know. Let's see if my math is off. 3, 6, 9. Oh, he's not dead. He's not dead. He only has 9. 3, 4. Ah, no, he is dead. Okay, so we have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we can spend 8 to move Volfyirion on his city. That will work. Or we can there was a way to get one attack, because there's 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. How did I figure I could get one attack? Because I can't spend 4 money, I only have 3 money. It had to do with influence. Oh yeah, I spent 3 influence to reactivate this, to unseal this, and then get stuff from the card, which is 1 attack and 1 influence. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, which is enough to destroy the city, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So just for kicks, Volfyirion goes here. No, I think if he's there, you can't attack it, but it's 10, and the city's dead. Game over. All right, so this was the game. Yeah. So I hope you enjoyed it. As far as I know, everything was correctly played, but if you have questions, do ask them. I will play solo, like against the monsters, next time, and see how that works exactly, because I haven't figured that out yet. I will also try some of the expansions, see how that works, but I don't know, I think this game is really cool. Of course, it's a deck builder, so you need to have the cards come out at the right time and do whatever. And it was like pretty slow in the beginning, felt like it, but then suddenly it's like bang, 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 bang. So yeah, pretty nice. And how long have we been recording? An hour. So I guess that makes sense. It's 20 to 40 minutes, and there was the rules explanation as well. And I think in general, I went over everything. I think I saw, if there's anything that I should have added, I will add it in the, we'll do the video and the text as well. But yeah, that's basically it. So once again, and it's very important to stress, when you play the game, from your hand, you play stuff, right? Normally you don't put it like this. This is just because of the video. But if there is a symbol that says destroy a card, if it's from your hand, you don't get the bucks. So you want to play the card first and then destroy that card. And then you still get the rewards. That was a small caveat that I didn't explain. But just look at all this. All these cards have not come out. There's so many of them, so many different combinations. All these wonders haven't come out. So many different ones. And yeah, it's just really cool. Nobody killed Volfyirion, but if you do kill him, if you do manage to get 16 and for some reason don't attack a city, then this becomes your city. And this city gives you 4 attack every round. But of course, Volfyirion is gone. But then that's pretty sweet. And having an extra city with a strength of 9 is also pretty sweet. So yeah, I never played the original Volfyirion. I do want to. But from the changes, do seem to be quite a bit better. I also actually forgot to take this infiltrator, because this was supposed to go to me as well this turn. So it's supposed to go over there. But yeah. Really cool game. I really like it. I really enjoy it. And I played against Evangelos, but only like half a game just to get a feel of it. And yeah, I can't wait to actually play. Anyway, that's it. That's my playthrough. Not a review yet, because I want to play some more, try some other things, see what happens. And yeah, that's it. Thank you very much for watching. My name is Joachim and always will be. And this is So Many Games All the Time. See you next time. Bye-bye.